Hello and welcome to my introductory Kerbal space program video. Today I decided to recreate where it all started with Sputnik 1. Launched by the Soviet Union in 1957. It was the first artificial satellite, human-made object to reach orbit. Flew with an inclination of about 65 degrees, about 65.5 I believe the final was, circling the Earth every 96 minutes approximately. It was not just for show. Mission was designed to measure the density of the upper atmosphere and study how radio signals travel through the ionosphere. The data it sent back helped shape the early understanding of spaceflight and communications. Truly a great scientific achievement, especially for the time. 1957, that is a fair while ago. Sputnik had 3 silver zinc batteries inside. You saw me hide those in earlier. I tried to do minimal internal part clipping. I put that in there along with a reaction wheel, a small reaction wheel, since the Sputnik module does not come with already built-in reaction wheels, of course. I also stuffed in a smaller core, a little probe core in there, in order to help replicate the actual insides of Sputnik itself. I put that in there. I think it turned out really well. I do not have any mods on, other than obviously Kerbal Engineer, as you can see there at the bottom. I'm definitely open to putting more on there. I've considered putting like Parallax, I believe it's called. Beautiful visual mod. Now you may have noticed I put some separatrons next to my fairing, or connected to my fairing, I should say. I put that there to simulate. Man, I cannot articulate words today, it would appear. And now I put that on there to simulate orbital decay. I have to make sure I pronunciate every vowel and consonant precisely. Since Kerbal Space Program does not calculate orbital decay, much how real world has satellites falling from the sky every so often. Matter of fact, the International Space Station every so often has to use some small jet thrusters to propel itself upward. You may see some cuts here and there. My recording software was having some issues. It was trying to record the wrong program while I was making this. It kept cutting back and forth. I don't know what the issue was, but I will definitely fix that for the next video. I would love to keep this timeline going. I'm obviously a huge space nerd. I would love to go down the V2 missile. I would love to go down the path of the Explorer and the Apollo and Mercury missions. Those are some truly astounding feats of innovation for their time. Now, I have obviously had a little bit of outside influence from people such as Matt Lown. He has some truly great Kerbal Space Program videos. Doing it for 10 years now. Truly an accomplishment. I would love to have this as like a little on the side thing. I enjoy recreating those larger scale rockets, and I would love to share that with people, and maybe they could recreate it themselves. Now, as you can see, I did a little cheeky part clipping there with the decouplers as well in order to fit the profile of the R7 rocket, I believe it is. I'll have to double check myself. The R7 Semyorka, also known as the SS-6 Sapwood. It was originally designed as an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, which was then modified for launching satellites in the payload bay. Obviously developed during the Cold War, height of the Cold War. Tensions were high, and as you can see, did not kill us all. So, great success in my opinion. I currently do not have a lot of time to record and edit these videos, but I would like feedback. What would you like to see? What would you like to see different? What did I do good? What did I do bad? What do I need to change? I'd love to get better and share with people my passion of space and rockets and all that. Now, being in school and such, I do not have a lot of time, but I'm definitely trying to make it work. This took me a little time out of my afternoon to try and recreate. Here I am launching, or attempting to launch. Here's my first test launch. This did not go exactly to plan. This was prior to a couple minor changes that I made with the rocket. Most notably being, I switched out those pesky little dart engines on the bottom for some swivel engines. I thought that the dart engines looked a little sleeker on the bottom, but then I noticed the swivel had a little better gimbal to it, and decided to change it out. Now, as you can see, roughly 56 seconds into this attempt, it started to tumble. Decided I just didn't want to go up straight, so I started pointing down towards the earth. Made that small change right here with switching the dart engines to the swivel liquid engines. Had to change the design. But other than that, it worked out quite in my favor. I was happy with it. If I have not mentioned this already, this is done with stock KSP, no mods, no DLCs. You can do this console, PC, everything in between. I obviously have had some influence with Matt Lown, from Matt Lown. I am somewhat replicating his style of video, so I'd just like to pay respect to him for helping me find my little niche, I should say. I'm not very good in front of a microphone just yet, but I will improve as this goes on and as I progress throughout my rocket life, my KSP channel life. I would definitely like to span outwards to other games as well, maybe Minecraft. I've considered that in the past. And here we are. This was my final iteration of my Sputnik rocket. Wow, I'm really struggling today. Rocknet. As you can see, I'm attempting to point to a 65-degree heading and keep on that flight path that the original Sputnik did. I've sped up a majority of this footage here, try and spare you some time. The total time it took was roughly 20 minutes to design and fly it, and make the additional changes, obviously. But it was not without error. As you can see, I had a bit of a tumble here when I was first getting into orbit. Made a maneuver node. quickly pointed it. Prograde. Raised my Apu-Apus. Wow, man, I really am struggling today. I will get better, I promise you. But I did keep that dart engine on the bottom. Did not need the necessary gimbal in low Kerbin orbit. As you can hear, I definitely sped this up quite a significant amount. Here I am deploying that upper fairing. Oh no, I am circularizing. Forgot what I did, and I didn't do this that long ago. Deploying that fairing, and now deploying that lower stage. Making a quick save, because I did not trust the Separatrons, because the last time I put them a little too close and deorbited me. Here I am switching to the Sputnik debris to watch it deorbit itself. I just kind of wanted to watch it tumble and make sure that it deorbited successfully. It obviously did. It was well within Kerbin's atmosphere, 37,000 kilometers. It was at a perfect height to air brake and capture on the first try, and then tumbled into the ocean of Kerbin. Pop, and then it fell. Switched over to Sputnik for the final shots. I think it turned out to be a really decent recreation. Let me know how I can improve and what you want to see me do differently.